from Danny Tarkanian in our previous segment. Victoria, good to have you with us. So what in particular piqued your interest?
Well, the only thing, Danny, I agree on is that the president was committed to do whatever it took to protect Dean Heller. And what we don't agree on is that he wanted Danny in the race for CD3 because he didn't like the candidates in the race. He pushed Danny, and because it was the only way to get him out of the Senate race. And as far as my plans for the future, I'm working just as hard to win the Republican nomination. But I wanted to be very clear about that. Amy and Danny Tarkanian endorsed me for CD3. I've been endorsed by Maggie's List, Wayne Allen Root. I've been endorsed by Freedom Works out of D.C., which they're standing by my endorsement. So for Danny to come out and say that the president didn't like the candidates in the race is totally false. He would have done anything to get Danny out of the Senate race. And I don't know. I'd like to see an endorsement from him because all I've seen is a tweet that said, you should run for Congress, not even mentioning the congressional district. And I just want to be clear on another thing. I was told exactly when the press called me by Danny Tarkanian, my friend. He apparently had been negotiating for days and did not inform me of anything.
He said of this program that it all happened in about 20 hours. Do you not buy that?
20 hours. I read things that Amy's posted that they'd been in negotiation for at least 2 days. And the thing about it is, even if it was 20 hours, I could have been given heads up in this. I wasn't. I knew when the press knew. That's when Danny called me. Megan Messerly from The Independent was calling on the other line.
So tell me what you're feeling. Are you feeling betrayed? Are you feeling, this is politics, and a lot of hardball stuff happens in politics. What is it you're feeling about Danny Tarkanian?
Well, Danny Tarkanian, as I said, the president did anything to get him out of the race. And for Danny to come in and talk about how the other candidates weren't viable. I mean, this to me is just not true. And Danny has never won a general. And now, he's jumping into a race where you had viable candidates like myself who have won tough generals. I'm tough. I can take this. The race isn't about my feelings. The race is about the people of Nevada and winning CD3 for the Republican Party. And I have a record of winning tough generals. My opponent, Danny Tarkanian, does not.
So there have been a lot of questions. Is everybody in this big field going to stay in the race? You are, as of today, you are in it to win it. Am I right?
You're absolutely right.
Very good. Victoria, always good to hear from you. I know we'll have you on again before we get too far down the road. Thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. I'll be working hard to get the nomination. Thank you.
There you go. That's Victoria Seaman joining us live and local.